How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we're back with another episode of Laura Bow and the Dagger of Amon Ra. So I took a little break here. I recorded the last couple episodes all back to back.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
And we're going to check that out real quick and then I'll finish my intro here.
You lied to me.
Well, lass, I guess that makes us even. You lied to me.
You had something to do with the dagger burglary.
You've been sleeping with someone else. I saw you go off with that dock worker.
I've never slept with Steve, and the Ziggy fellow, he told me about you and the dagger.
And you believed that little weasel. I've arrested the man more times than I can count.
The Ziggy, I know him a long time. He would not lie to me.
That man'd lie to his own mother if someone paid him for it.
Ziggy, he says you were working with the Carrington to steal the dagger.
Lies! You can't be trusting the man. If he wasn't already dead, I'd pound the truth out of him.
Maybe you already did.
Were you sleeping
Is
with
he
the little
dead?
rat then?
Of course not.
You really surprise me, lass. I'd think you grew up on the streets accusing me of burglary like that.
Where I grew up doesn't matter, does it? The important thing is... Wait, did you hear something at the door?
Yeah, I was hearing it too. Keep your voice down then.
I forgot what I was saying. I was doing some thinking off camera when I took a break. And I don't know, the only thing I could think of was, I think we tried this last time,
Don't touch.
but,
It is better to know.
my goodness. I wanted to see if we could use the snake oil or something on the
While
snake.
this is an interesting approach, while
Apparently not. The only other thing I could think of that we haven't tried, or we did try, there was something we could do to interact with this, like, skeleton skull thing, but it kept saying not to do it before because we were, like, being watched. Oh. Apparently not now. Secret passageway here. Why is it not... Oh. Use the lantern? What does that sound? Oh god, I hope it's not more bugs. A secret tunnel that just brought us back to the lab here?
that's 10. Is that a unicorn? The drain in the floor smells of alcohol.
What? No, we've already been in here. No, there's nothing in here.
Probing around. Boy,
Hold on.
Bat 2. Peering through the glass, you see a turtle floating. Bat 4. Bat 3. Very long tubular shapes.
This was the one that's supposed to have the snakes in it, right?
Poking around among the mass of dead snakes in this vat seems very similar to stirring spaghetti in a pot of water, except for the smell. The strong fumes are making you dizzy.
Alright, we better get out of this room before we pass out. Okay. So there was something we could do, but it just brought us down to the science room.
Fräulein Ball, this laboratory is dangerous and verboten to the public. You will leave now.
Fine.
I will not.
Alright, is there anything new in here? No, doesn't look like it. Well, darn. That statue with the secret passage, that was the only thing I could think of, but that just took us back to the basement. I wonder if that's an alternate way to get down there if you can't figure out this puzzle. Plus maybe there's another secret passage. Maybe the other horn.
Don't touch it.
No, it's the same thing. Can't do anything else down here. Maybe there's another secret passage that isn't in that room. Okay, now we just keep coming back out here. What else? Trying to think here. What haven't we tried? That was really the only thing that I had an idea about. Alright, let's go over here. Did we check and see if there's anything new in the office? I don't think so. Nothing looks different. Come on. I hate the cycling through things to interact with. Nothing here. Let's go back and look at the statues again. I want to try and get into that room. Did we
A
look at
fine
the rest of the
example
stuff
of
in here?
neo-quasi-Italian Renaissance sculpture by Alberto Ravioli. Sculpted in 1525, the humanoid statue is called, appropriately enough, Ruminations on Death and Dismemberment. It's one of seeming billions of ballerina sculptures that were made by Degas, who was something of a ballerina fancier. Cart Before the Horse by Suzetto Live in Godoni, 1481. Two Brothers Drinking in a Tavern by Rick Morgan, Dutch Master, 1444. Art is Work by Fra Boberto Glisoni, painted in 1492, commissioned by Queen Isabella to keep him busy finding a new way to paint instead of discovering the New World so that Christopher Columbus could do it instead. One of the many paintings in Michelangelo's Battle of the Nudes series. It's an expensive work of art on display in a museum. Your father would be appalled if he knew you wanted to touch it. Overcoming your temporary insanity, you change your mind.
Come on. Nothing new here.
It's an unmarked wood door with faded flecks of white paint on it. Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been. This placard describes the full translated text on the Rosetta Stone, which still resides in the British Museum. In summary, the text records the decree made at Canopus by the priesthood in honor of the pharaoh Ptolemy III, Euergetes I, who reigned from 247 to 222 BC. The decree discusses the great benefits which the pharaoh had conferred on Egypt, and states what festivals are to be celebrated in his honor, concluding with orders that a copy of the decree in hieroglyphics, Demotic and Greek shall be placed in every large temple in Egypt. Now it looks remarkably like a glass case in the shape of a pyramid. While this is an interesting approach, the faceplate on the armor is slightly open. It's Dr. Pippin Carter, famous dead archaeologist. Dr. Carter's body has been indelicately crammed into the suit of armor. His filmy eyes gaze in mute shock. His head is bent at an unlikely angle, and the skin is puckered where the helmet's edges bite into the expanding flesh.
Alright. What we got here?
You're in the pterodactyl portion of the dinosaur exhibit. How ironic. After untold millions of years, this pterodactyl has claimed a new victim. You examine the pants currently being worn by the lifeless body on the right hand of this unfortunate soul is flung out to the side. Looks aren't This is one of the 3 wires that formerly suspended the pterodactyl from the ceiling, giving it the appearance of soaring high above the floor. Looks aren't... This is one of the 3 wires that... Looks...
We have wire cutters.
While this is an... While this is... While this... While this... You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Okay.
While this is... While this is... While this... While this...
Alright, we got some wire.
Looks like magnified, sturdy wire.
What can we do with the wire? Can we combine that with something?
Feels like... While this is an interesting approach, it's...
No.
The bone is hard. While this is...
We got a piece of wire. What can we do with the wire? Use the wire cutters
While this is...
on here. What is that? It's a person. Let's go back here. I haven't looked around here in a while. Let's check and see if there's anything in the gift shop.
This door is locked. This door won't open.
Can't use the key on
You hear
anything.
nothing of interest.
Alright. Let's come back over this way.
The buffet tables are heaped with food, champagne, and water. The food and champagne look good, but you're trying to stay on a diet, so don't be greedy. You don't need another water glass. The food and
There's nothing else over here. What can we use the wire for? Can't think of anything offhand. $2:00. Wait a second, 2:00. Oh no.
Ernie's suspenders are intact, which saves you from much embarrassment.
Not another one.
This arm is flung out to the side as if to say, I'm completely limp. Ernie's arm is draped over a tusk in a casual pose. If he weren't dead, he'd look like an ad for menswear. Ernie's shoes are intact, yet strangely dark and damp-looking. Ernie's pants appear to be clinging somewhat to his legs. Ernie's pants, the fabric of the shirt appears to be clinging somewhat to Ernie's chest.
Like it's
The
wet.
fabric of the shirt... Ernie's head lolls back limply. Ernie's head. A rigid metallic frame supports the giant, the long curved tusks. You examine Ernie's head carefully, searching for contusions, bruises, or other evidence of foul play. You see little, but you do notice a faint odor, not immediately identifiable. The suspenders
that's
are
perfume.
damp but intact and reek of alcohol or something similarly chemical. Dry cleaning fluid, perhaps. The pants are intact, but the smell emanating from them is noticeable. It's as if he took a swim in bathtub gin. The leather of Ernie's shoes are soaked through and through. The scent is an overpowering mixture of sweat, shoe polish, and alcohol. Despite your closest examination, you find nothing unusual about Ernie's outstretched right. A minute inspection of Ernie's left arm reveals nothing suspicious.
Darn it. Okay.
Ach, you are smelling like the brewery, mein Capitan. Either you've been drinking, or you've been eating too many of those grapes.
Sure and begorra. A man needs a
He
little
is
nip
behind
from
it,
his
isn't he?
flask now and then, doesn't he?
Personally, I do not require the drinking of the alcohol. It would impair my mental and physical skills.
Ernie Leach has been murdered!
What was that, lass?
Ernie is dead!
So, you finally come to us to confess. Is that it?
Confess? No! I'm reporting a murder!
And you was the first one to find the body again?
Well, I guess so.
Quite a coincidence, Fräulein. I think we should be interrogating you to learn the truth. I've had enough of your lies!
Calm down, Heimlich. If there's any interrogating to be done, I'll be the one who does it. Now then, lass, where did you find the body?
The mastodon room. He's hanging from some mastodon tusks.
Ach, he's probably just sleeping on the job.
No, I'm sure he's dead.
Well, I'll go take a look at him then. If I need to talk to you, I'll find you later.
Interesting that we got this dialogue for Ernie, but not for the other two bodies that we found. Act 4. Museum of the Dead.
You're doing a fine job, Laura.
Okay. Act 4. Now what? That we had something that...
You admire the wood. You read a police report on the criminal career of one Watney Little, conman extraordinaire. Glance clip.
No.
A lacy feels like. The note attached to the garter reads, "You can have the other garter and much more if you meet me at 3 a.m. in the preservation lab." The
3
handwriting
a.m..
is female.
There's somebody... Something was supposed to happen at 2 a.m., I thought. What was her name? Olympia wanted to meet somebody at 2 a.m. Where was it? Oh.
My Ernie, he was a wonderful man. I really loved him.
Oh, sure you did. I know your type, Yvette. I know you didn't really love him.
But I did. Ernie was the first man I've ever really loved. I was even trying to find work for him so he could make the extra money.
Why did he need extra money? He had a good job here, didn't he?
It was the gambling. The ice pick. He killed my Ernie for the gambling debts.
Ernie wasn't killed with an ice pick.
No, the ice pick is the... How do you say it? The lone fish.
Lone shark.
Fish? Oh, you mean ice pick is the name of a lone shark?
Oui, the ice pick is an evil man.
You're sure he's the one who killed Ernie?
My Ernie, he was worried about the ice pick. He told me about him this evening.
Very curious. I'm surprised you had time to see Ernie tonight.
Why is that?
Because you've been spending so much time with Mr. Dorian.
Oh, you mean the Steve? He is the attractive man, but we are only the friends, no? But my Ernie, what will I do without him?
I can see you're upset. I'll leave you alone. Steve! Mr. Dorian.
Miss Bow.
Thank you for showing me your scars, Steve. They were very, very nice.
Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Dorian.
Well, women keep carrying me off.
Carrying you off?
Yeah. First, Miss Delacroix pulled me away from the party to show me the old master's gallery. Then there was Dr. Miklos. She's been pestering me about my scars ever since she found out I worked on the docks. Weird lady.
You don't seem too upset by all the attention.
Well, I would rather have spent the time with you.
I'd think a big, strong man like you would have been able to get away from them if you wanted to do so.
Well, I hate to be rude, and I did end up finding you here.
Have you heard about the murders?
Murders? Oh, I guess somebody did mention that.
You seem kind of distracted.
Yeah, well, I've got news for you, too. I think some of the paintings in the old master's gallery are forgeries. The paint is still wet on some of them.
Yes, well, I hardly think that...
Oh, Steve, a terrible thing has happened. Ernie is dead.
Ernie?
Yes, my Ernie. What will I do? Oh, I need a big man to cry on. Please, come into my office.
Sorry, Miss Bow. The poor woman seems very upset. Maybe there's something I can do for her.
I can just guess what that is.
We can talk more later, okay?
We'll see about that.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
You don't say.
Ooh la la.
How does that feel?
It is magnifique. Mmm.
I'm not rubbing too hard, am I?
The harder the better, mon ami.
Well, we all get a little stiff now and then.
Ooh, and you are so good at working out the kinks. Mmm.
Would you mind not moaning so loud? You might draw attention.
Ooh, I cannot be helping it. You are so big and so strong. Mmm.
Oh my.
Oh, dear!
Miss Bow,
Sacré bleu.
I can explain this.
I bet you can, Mr. Dorian.
I'm just rubbing her neck.
Oui, and he does it so well.
I'll just leave you two alone.
Miss Bow, wait.
Alright, where to now? Nothing different in the office still. I haven't seen her in a while. He said something about the paintings in here.
Portrait of a Young Man by Marcello Flaming, Italian master, 1550. Musings on Cyberspace by John Wentworth, the Flemish master.
Let's go back in here and just double check, make sure we didn't miss anything with this body.
The fabric of the shirt appears. Ernie's head lolls back limply. Ernie.
Doesn't appear to be anything different. Nothing here. What am I missing?
The door is locked. When you touch the doorknob, you get a heavy coating of dust all over the palm of your hand. Don't touch it. You don't know where it's... The previous occupant seems to have vacated this mummy case. The previous... A mummy coffin built during the 19th dynasty. A peek into the mummy case reveals that Pippin's body has been removed. Now the mummified corpse of Amenophis III, also known as Amenhotep III or Memnon by the Greeks. He built large temples to Amon Ra, both at Karnak and at Luxor. In the 5th year of his reign, Amenophis marched into Nubia to quell a mighty rebellion. He also ruled over the Mesopotamians, since his kingdom was quite large. We also know that Amenophis was a mighty hunter who slew 102 lions during the first 10 years of his reign in his spare time. Now he's dead. A fine example of neo-quasi-Italian Renaissance sculpture by Alberto Ravioli. Sculpted in 1525, the humanoid statue is called, appropriately enough, Ruminations on Death and Dismemberment.
Okay. Let's go and save again. I don't know.
While this is an while this is while this while this while this is while this while this
Let's try going down here again. Still not seeing anything new. Let's check these rooms, see if anything's changed in here.
Don't touch it. A mop, complete with bucket. An interesting shell specimen, formerly belonging to a leaping nautilus. A collection of Anasazi polychrome pottery from the cliff dwellings at Mesa Verde in Colorado. A collection of Anasazi polychrome... A collection of... This is the storage room that has been converted to an office for Ernie Leach. Ernie's private boxed collection of World War I Ernie's private boxed It's a bust of Nefertiti, Egyptian queen of the 14th century BC. Ernie's private boxed collection of Wampiris, Foma, Granthaloons, and two interesting skull specimens from early humans who don't need them anymore. A fine stuffed example of the African giant pouched rat. Wampiris, Foma, Granthaloons, and Wampiris. It's a stuffed bear. Wampiris, a rare skeletal specimen of the saber-toothed jackalope discovered high on the frozen slopes of Mount Everest. Extinct for over 20,000 years, scientists speculate that this jackalope was in the process of climbing the highest peak in the Himalayas when it died suddenly of arthritis. Don't touch it. An old toolbox. Upon close inspection, you see nothing new here.
I had a thought. It's 3 o'clock. Somebody was supposed to meet someone here at 3. Is that what the garter note said?
The room feels... The grate is securely attached to the drain, but a... The grate is securely attached to the drain, but a bit of rust comes off on your hand.
Use the dagger to pry it open?
While this is an interest...
No.
When you've seen one dead ostrich floating in a vat of alcohol, you've seen them all. Perhaps there's a lesson in this. Don't bury your head in the sand, but don't bury it in a vat of alcohol either. Boy, the alcohol fumes sure are strong in here.
I haven't seen that ferret in a while. I wonder what happened to him. I also haven't figured out what to do with the cheese. There's a lot of stuff I'm not really sure about at this point. Whoa. What happened here?
One of those new portable typewriters. Red hairs.
Red hair.
A close look seems to indicate that the red hairs belong to a human. Feels like red hair. It looks like a piece of fabric torn from Yvette's dress, possibly in a moment of passion. You don't need it. Leave it here for the police. Since the floor is an odd location, that's not the sort of thing you want to examine too. The backs of the high heels on this expensive woman's shoe are heavily scuffed. You pick it up and place it in your purse. Since the floor is an odd location, tiny dust mites Since the floor is an odd location for a desk lamp, and since other desk items have been disturbed, you conclude that the lamp was knocked down during some sort of physical activity that took place on the desk. It's on the floor. It feels like a wood chair. You don't need to type anything. The chair is made of wood. It's a desk chair. A paper cutter with a...
We figured out a use for the paper cutter yet.
While this... It... Don't
Doesn't seem to
touch
be
it.
anything different here.
That's not the sort... Skylight supporting struts. It's the rug. The night sky is seen from New York City in 1926. The night sky... It's the rug.
The rug.
Skylights. A very big building. The night sky is... It's the rug. A desk lamp. Don't touch it. That's not the sort of... That's not... Don't touch...
What if we try... I was just having this thought. What if we try... Spool up the lantern now. Then, let's use this. See if anything's different if we go in with the lantern already lit up. Apparently not.
The room feels...
No apparent change here. Let's check this room again.
The room feels particularly secure. A variety of shiny metals.
We haven't seen Dr. Olympia in a while. Still haven't figured anything out this episode, really. Is that true? The heck is that?
The subject of this sculpture looks curiously familiar. The odd statue feels like it's made of cheap, quick-drying plaster.
Quick drying plaster.
The sculpture gives off a strong smell of fresh plaster.
Oh no, is this a vet?
While this is an interesting...
Maybe the bone? Oh no, is she dead? She's dead. She was my #1 suspect, too.
Yvette's face doesn't look as good in death as it did in life. Perhaps because her makeup is covered with plaster dust. The scarf around Yvette's neck looks suspiciously like the hosiery she was wearing on her legs earlier.
She was strangled.
The scarf around Yvette's neck. The scarf... Red hair.
It's the
It
detective
appears
guy.
to be a pair of bifocal glasses. Don't touch it. Don't touch... Don't touch it. Don't touch...
Poor Yvette.
Definitely red hairs. Probably human. You pick it up and place it in your purse. You pick it up and place it in your purse. The scarf clearly isn't a scarf. It's the silk hosiery Yvette was wearing earlier in the evening. Her neck under the scarf shows red friction burns, as if she was strangled. This makes you wonder if she died during a passionate moment or had simply developed the habit of wearing silk hose around her neck. Nice weave in the hardened fabric of the dress. Upon close inspection, you see nothing new here. There are a few scratches on Yvette's skin, as if she was in a struggle before she died. Upon close inspection, you see nothing new here. That's not the sort... There are a few scratches. There is plaster in all of the openings on Yvette's face. Mouth, nostrils, eyes, ears. She has several scratches on her face, as well as cuts on her lips. No split ends. That's not...
Quite unfortunate. There's just gonna be a dead person in every room by the end of the game. The note on the garter said to meet at 3 a.m. in the preservation room. I think that's the science lab, which would make sense how she got covered in plaster, and it was on the garter.
The note attached to the garter reads, "You can have the other garter and much more if you meet me at 3 a.m. in the preservation lab." The handwriting is female.
I don't think Yvette sent that then. I think it's either got to be the Countess or Olympia. I forgot what that note said.
There appears to be a fingerprint on one of the lenses, although you have no way to identify it.
Fingerprint.
It feels heavy. While this feels like there appears to be a fingerprint on one of the lenses, although you have no way to identify it. The file feels somewhat. You read a police. The file contains an amazing list of offenses. Glancing at the top of the page, you noticed that the investigations were conducted by Scotland Yard. Clipped to the outside of the folder is a small handwritten note that reads simply, "Remember our deal." A valuable gold pocket watch. Feels like glass. A close look reveals an inscription on the watch. "To Dr. Archibald Carrington III for your years of dedicated service." Your finger.
What's this?
A smelly old work boot.
Work boot.
You pick it up and place it in your purse. The blood is red and almost dry. There seems to have been a struggle here. Don't touch it. There are a few spots of blood on the floor. The carvings on the chest depict gnomes leaping. An empty chest from the 15th century, kind of.
Somebody else got killed. Wait, was there another room over here? No, it just leads back. Just another entrance to here. I don't understand what the significance is of that room. I haven't seen anything in there. Anything changed?
The door
with
is
this?
locked. The door is locked. When you touch the doorknob, you get a heavy coating of dust all over the palm of your hand.
I haven't seen any other party guests in a while.
A peek into the mummy case reveals. The mummy case is sealed.
Anything change out here? Poor vet. Can we break away any more of the plaster? No.
Looks aren't everything. There is plaster dust all over Yvette's bare, pale skin. There are a few scratches on Yvette's skin.
Meanwhile, the heck?
Countess, why are you tied up on my desk?
Countess is dead too?
Your face has certainly changed to an attractive pale color, my dear. You seem a little under the weather. Are you okay? Oh dear, you don't look well at all. O'Reilly! You want Mr. O'Reilly? Okay, just wait right here and I'll go get him.
Okay, no. It was definitely it's the detective. Is she dead?
Hello, Miss Bo. Do you know where Mr. O'Reilly is?
Well, no, not exactly. I assume he's still in the museum.
Well, I'll find him. If you see him first, would you tell him that the Countess is dying on the desk in my office?
The Countess is dying? What's wrong with her?
Well, she's looking rather pale. Her eyes are glazed, and she's not breathing much. I'd guessed she'd been bitten by a snake.
By a snake?
Must you keep repeating everything I say? In any case, I've got to go now.
Oh, jeez. The snake's out of the cage. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. No, no. No, no. Snake oil. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let's try catching it. We're all the way back here. Okay. Snakes. Why snakes? Okay, yeah, cutscene again. Yeah, folks.
Countess?
I think we're going to wrap this one up here for today.
You
Next time
see,
we'll pick it
oh
up
dear,
trying to
you
figure out what to do about catching the snake and trying to help the Countess. So, yeah, I think we're going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.